Dude. I'm live. Fuck. I'll just wait for people to join. Nothing else to do. Fuck. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hello. How are you doing today? I was watching. And they left. Fucking great. Oh, it must be because I'm a Packer fan. God damn, this is uncomfortable. Yeah, so this is a Death Battle stream. So if you want to ask me anything about Death Battle, just go on ahead. Motherfucker. That's just funny. I'm going to do some reading a little bit. Do, do, do. Do, do. Oh, we have somebody watching. How are you doing? So yeah, I'm going to be, I guess. What's up, Akira? Do you have any Death Battle related questions I could answer for you? So how are you doing, Akira? So I guess I could start talking about Death Battle, I guess. If I'm correct, Golden Queen should win since if you buy the Skylanders scaling they have, then she should win. But I guess I could start talking about Death Battle a little bit more. This might piss people off, but I think people are kind of dumb in this community. Basically, I don't like when people say like, "Let's take." Most people know I don't like Ryuko versus Shadow. I don't really like how people use, "Oh, it has connections." I'm like, that doesn't mean I need to like it at all. Like, I don't like a lot of matchups, and I don't really like when people use the connection card to avoid criticism of a matchup. Because, really, the connections don't really mean anything at the end of the day. And that's just my opinion. Like, I don't think connections really matter that much. Yeah, Akuma versus Shao Kahn is kind of bland. Like, I understand it, it's thematical, and you can do a lot. But the connections themselves are video game bosses from a popular fighting game series. It's not really that intriguing of a matchup. And there's another thing I don't like are like stomps. Now, not inherently, like there's nothing wrong with liking a stomp matchup. What's up, good channel? Like there's nothing wrong with liking a stomp fight, but my issue is it's boring to debate. Like the whole point of a versus matchup is the debate itself. like, what's the point of debating if you could answer the debate really quick? Like, Thor versus Sakura is a good example. And no, that's not a matchup at all. I just picked a matchup I could explain easy. Yeah, you could just say, yeah, Thor blitzes and one shots. That's it. Like a lot of other matchups, like Ryuko versus Shadow is another one. Shadow is faster, is stronger, and has better hacks than Ryuko. That's all you realistically would need to say. Same thing with Cole versus Alex. Cole not only has Alex's weakness, he also AP stumps the shit out of Cole. So, like, from a debating standpoint, is where I'm coming from. From a debate standpoint, they're boring. Like, Ladybug's fought a planet level villain, like, exactly. Even though Galactus has a lot higher scaling than planet level. Since, like, if I'm correct, the God Blast from Thor couldn't even kill Galactus at this point. Yeah, and I also think some of the fans are kind of toxic. Like, some Death Battle fans are really fucking toxic in general. Well, it's honestly all fan bases have toxic fans. It's just a fact. What's another matchup I don't like? Oh yeah, this opinion gets me so much shit. When I say I don't like Fate being a death battle, I get so much shit. It's so funny. And again, I mostly say that Saber versus Vader is really bad. And it's the same fucking thing. It has connections. And also, I just kind of find a sword fight boring. Like, obviously, people know I prefer Obito versus Vader. And plus, there's a lot more you could do with that fight than just having two characters with a fucking sword fight. Since the Force doesn't work on Saber, it can't work on a Ghost. Apparently, from what I've read and studied, the Force cannot work on her. Yeah, he could still throw shit at her, but like he can't force choke her. Can he read her mind? I actually don't know that. Like I don't know if he could read her mind with the Force like he can with other people. Shadow versus Base from Mega Man or yes, Vincent versus Shadow is a better matchup. Now he has a falls under the same category, but it's fucking cool. It's a better matchup to talk about. Since if I'm correct, um, Vincent should technically be able to scale to Universal if you buy that. Yeah. To be honest, this is probably going to be a weird stream, because I'm just going to be ranting about a bunch of random shit. Is that Chase from Labrats, if I'm correct on that? I know there's a Power Ranger and Labrats matchup, and I don't think that's it. Okay. So this might be the dumbest beef I have ever fucking gotten into right here. So most people who watch my channel for a while occasionally know I will shit talk a matchup for a joke on my channel. Like if I posted a video, I'll say this is the best matchup for both, and it was better than this matchup for a joke. So back in around October, I did Venom versus Ken Kaneki. So in my comment, I put that the matchup was better than Shinichi versus Venom. Yeah, I got a text on Discord from somebody saying that I was attacking them and I need to delete my comment. They wanted me to delete my comment because I made a joke about a matchup. Even though it's my channel and I'm allowed to say whatever I want. That's not, offensive and all, but like honestly, I don't know who the fuck would fucking care if I should talk a matchup. Because at the end of the day, you're allowed to shit talk any matchup you want. And like he felt like, no, you cannot say what you want about my matchup. I'm like, any matchup can be made fun of. I have matchups I like that are fucking terrible. But yeah, that's just me. And plus, most people know I do like bad matchups. For Wendy, are we going to include the video games as well? Yeah. So yeah, that whole thing was fucking delusional. And someone was like, "Well, you need to understand the context." I'm like, what context? It's my channel. I could say what I want about a matchup. Okay, I think if we are including the games, I think Wendy should win that fight, but I don't really scale Miraculous at all. Yeah, but honestly, it's kind of just a little stupid how dumb people are. It's like people cannot let you have opinions on Death Battle anymore if they're, I guess, negative. Okay, I want you to answer me this, Akira. What do you think is more important to a versus show, the animation or the debate? Since me personally, I think it's the debate. The debate should be more important than the animation. Since everybody says it's the animation and they can't give us a reason besides eye candy and it looks nice. Because what really matters, to me at least, is the debate. How are you going to go about this? Yes, thank you. In my opinion, I think people who simply just say, sorry, my throat's so dry, that the animation is more important aren't actually versus fans. They just want to watch the animation, which there's nothing wrong with watching animation at all. I watch animation all the time. But, like, no, the debate itself's more important. Like, calling out Death Battle or any other versus show when they fuck up. Yeah, exactly. I don't really know where the fuck people pull planet level Ladybug from. Like, the only feat she has, if I'm correct, is like a meteor feat that was an illusion from somebody else. So it technically didn't even happen. And if they want to go that route, I'm pretty sure you could find a Spider-Man feat like that as well, like the volcano feat he has, or another feat. Like, there's a lot of weird shit people pull in this community who really don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Okay, so I got a text on Discord just so you know I'm going to be reading both. Okay, he asked me Bart versus Cartman, who would win? Like, I think if we are going to include the games, I don't know why. I think Cartman should win, but I don't really know either character that much besides. Well, scaling wise, I don't know either character that much. Thank you for that, Kira. One second, type something. Text.
Says Hamaru.
If you buy the universal debunk of Devil May Cry, then Virgil probably dies to Sessuramu, if I fucking pronounce that correctly. Oh, yeah, that is funny, since I actually forgot Cartman actually fuck. Well, yeah, that's a good episode, with the Mint Berry Crunch episode. And then Kenny just dies, like, again. Sesshomaru. Yeah, fucking speech impediment can go fuck himself. But yeah. Let's see. So, what episodes do you think will be in season 9? Since apparently a leak came out saying Death Battle is going to explore new franchises next year. And that kind of fucking scares me, since I just don't want them to touch Fate at all. Like, yeah, there's a few Fate matchups I like Archer versus the guy from Blaze Blue, whatever his name is. Like, there's a couple matchups I like, but like I just know Death Battle cannot fucking scale it correctly, since in order for them to scale Fate, they need to go through, I think, the original Heaven's Feel. Sorry, the original Fate. Fate Ultimate Blade Works. Heaven's Feel. They should use Avalon as well. Then they need to go through the novels, the manga, the anime, and I don't fucking think they can do that. Get everything fucking correct in a span of about 2 weeks. Since, like, Fate's pretty fucking complicated to explain. I know people say, well, it'll be funny seeing Ben and Wiz lose their minds about how complicated Fate is. I'm like, then if they fuck something up, they're going to ignore it. The fans are going to ignore what they fuck up on. And that's what I don't like. Like, people will kind of ignore what Death Battle would fuck up on. Like, Madara versus Aizen is apparently wrong. And I agree, Aizen versus Madara is incorrect. But I don't like how people say, oh, we don't care if it's incorrect or not. We just want the animation. It's just kind of stupid at the end of the day. How some people in the community don't actually care about the debate. A South Park character would be fucking cool in Death Battle. That would probably be hand drawn. Or, yeah, hand drawn would fix South Park. Those are all pretty decent matchups, I'm going to say. So, since I've been mostly negative this stream, I'm going to talk about some positives, I guess, that could come from season 9. So, I'm assuming we're going to get 16 episodes this season, like usually. So, for the premiere, it's probably going to be Ant-Man versus the Atom. Like they usually start out with a Marvel or DC fight. I'm assuming the first 3D fight of this year will be Cole versus Alex. Then we're probably going to get Wanda versus that fucking DC character who works for, I think, John Constantine, whatever. Yeah, John Constantine. The girl who works for him. Okay, and I'm assuming this year we're either going to be getting Akame versus Killua or Deku versus Gon. Both of those matchups suck, by the way. I just want to make that clear. Neither one of those matchups are good. You know what? I gotta listen to the read off. Okay, this is a list my friend sent me. Episode 1 is Cole versus Alex in 3D. Second episode is Ant-Man versus the Atom in 2D. Shrek versus Sully in 2D. Liu Kang versus Drago 3D. Zatanna versus the Scarlet Witch 2D. Itachi versus Sesshomaru. Yeah, I know I'm fucking saying it wrong. I can't fucking help it. Or whatever. Then we're gonna have Gru versus Megamind hand drawn. Goro versus Kenpachi. Spider-Man versus Ladybug. Since we all know Death Bell is going to be doing Ladybug versus Spider-Man eventually at this point. Mid-season finale is probably going to be Joker versus Dio Sun. I'm not ever going to fucking try pronouncing that name. Then episode 11. Honestly, I feel like Mordecai and Rigby versus Finn and Jake would be really fucking cool. I mean, I'm pretty sure this year we're gonna get a Kamen Rider death battle at this point. So probably gonna get Captain America versus Kamen Rider. Kamen versus Kyle versus Simon's probably gonna happen. Michael versus Jason is definitely happening. They confirmed it. Obito versus Vader is another one that should happen. Bill versus Discord probably would never happen now, due to the fact that Death Bell openly said that they're not interested in My Little Pony Death Bells anymore. Neo versus Kirito can go fuck itself. That matchup sucks. Then the finale should obviously be fucking Galactus versus Unicron. Like, how fucking long are they gonna hold back on doing Galactus versus Unicron? I think I know why. I think the reason why they're not doing it is, one, because it'd be really fucking expensive and really fucking hard to do. But that's the only reason why I think they're not going to do it for a while. But okay, hey Akira, how much longer do you think Death Battle is going to go on for? Like, how many more seasons do you think they're going to go for before they retire? Because in my opinion, I think at the most they'll get 3 seasons more. Because or nice Booster Gold reference. But I personally think if Death Battle is lucky, maybe 3 more seasons they could go on for. Which I already know they're going to be touching Fate eventually. I've made peace with that. But the reason why I say they're probably going to end at 3 seasons is that the reviews are down. Like, you cannot lie that the reviews are down. Like, the only episodes that get views are the episodes people want. Like, Madara versus Aizen is a prime example. In like 2 days, it hit 1 million views compared to the previous one, Korra versus Storm, which took over 2 weeks to get 1 million views. And plus, most of this season this year has been kind of low views. Blake versus Mikasa is another one. It's atrocious because nobody wanted it. Okay, funny story that I mentioned in the reviews. So, Death Battle has around like 5 million subscribers. I'm just going to round up to 5 million to make it even for this comparison. So, well, a while back, I brought up the fact in the Discord server that Death Battle's views had been low this season. Which they have been. They're just not getting enough views. But someone brought up the dumbest fact I have ever heard. They brought up my channel for their argument. I'm like, well, your channel's low on views. I'm like, are you a fucking moron? Okay, Death Battle has 5 million subscribers compared to me, who doesn't have 500. And you're like, fair comparison. I'm like, that's stupid. Like, why compare me to Death Battle? Death Battle literally gets sponsors. They get millions of views yearly. And compared to me, what? I get maybe one sec. I posted on my Twitter how many views I got this year. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I think I found it actually. 141,000 total views. Which for me is fine. Yeah, okay, I'll talk about that right now, actually. It's like whenever a new fucking franchise comes out, people, oh my god, it needs to be in Death Battle. Chainsaw Man is a prime example. Chainsaw Man doesn't even have a fucking anime adaptation yet. And you're like, oh, we need Chainsaw Man in Death Battle. I'm like, no, we don't. Wait until the anime's finished. Wait until the manga's finished. Since if it's not finished, we don't know their full potential. And don't bring up, well, why do we use superheroes then? Their stories get rewritten all the time. They have other stories that are finished. So just pull from them. Pull from an already finished Spider-Man story. Like, you just can't use the argument, oh, well, we need an opponent for this character. I'm like, we don't need a fucking opponent for every character alive. Okay. Demon Slayer is probably too recent. It's like what? If I'm correct, Demon Slayer is on like season 2, maybe 3. I don't really follow Demon Slayer that much, so I can't say. Okay, I want to know why the fuck do people want like Scooby Doo on Death Battle? I've never understood that at all. Sorry, I fucking want to sneeze. Well, like, it's kind of weird, but I'm gonna go back on the Fate topic right now. Actually, it's kind of funny how people want Fate on Death Battle when Fate has difficult power scaling. And I know people bring up Marvel and DC have complicated power scaling. And Death Battle still fucks that up. They fuck up scaling kind of a lot. Like, I believe when they did Goku vs. Superman, they fucked up Goku's speed. They said, like, Super Saiyan 2 is slower than base Goku or something like that. Who are you referring to, Akira? Like, what character are you referring to? Since I mentioned a lot of characters. Oh shit! I actually didn't know I had three watchers. That's just funny. Yes. Okay, my friend is texting me that I think the name of the show is Fictional Characters Collide has better research than Death Battle. I mean, to be honest, most other versus shows do have better research than Death Battle. Like your favorite villain, Shut the Programmer, they could all do much better power scaling than Death Battle. It's another weird thing. Like another issue with Death Battle, right? They wait too fucking long to do a debate. Like Naruto and Bleach had a big rivalry back in the day, instead of doing it when it's hot, they wait until it's dead. And those are the fact they fucked over Ichigo kind of hard, but and they did the same to Madara. Sorry, Aijin, my bad. Slip of the tongue. Yeah. Sailor Pluto from Sailor Moon, if I'm correct on that, right? But yeah, it's just kind of funny how like Death Battle will wait years to actually do a matchup. That's why I don't think they're gonna do Saber versus Vader. Because that matchup came out like this year. It's really recent. But honestly, I do hope it's Obito. That'd be fucking awesome. Obito versus Vader is fucking an epic idea. Plus they could save Saber for, I guess, Luke Skywalker if they want to bring Saber in. Okay, good. I think Pluto should probably stomp if she scales the moon. But yeah. Okay, I want to ask someone serious questions. Is anyone else getting kind of bored of Marvel versus DC matchups? Since I kind of am getting bored of them, since like they'll take two characters with literally the same thing and say, "Oh yeah, they'll go from Marvel and DC. Let's have them fight." It's like here's that new Magneto matchup that people want. It's the guy from DC, whatever his name is. Yes, Dr. Polaras. That's his name. Hopefully I fucking said that correctly, but like that's just boring. It's like they both use fucking magnets. Who fucking cares? It's just boring. It's like add something else to the mix instead of just they have the same powers. Just boring. And yes, I do fucking prefer Accelerator versus Magneto. Even though a certain magical index has really fucking weird power scaling. But that's the point. I want to see them fuck that up. That'd be funny. I remember somebody said that Death Battle should go on for like fucking 6 more years. I'm like, no. I'm like, they're not lasting 6 more seasons. It's just not happening. Oh, trust me, they will fuck up Fate, my guy. I guarantee you this. Sorry, my bad. I got distracted reading the comment. Okay, I can guarantee you this. If they use Saber in Death Battle, they're gonna call her a slave. I just fucking know they're gonna call her that. Because they called Pokemon slaves, so by their same logic, I guess Saber's a slave. Even though has fucking disobeyed orders from Zero, has fucking killed him 3 separate times, which is kind of funny. 2 of them weren't her fault. Castor used an ability called Rule Breaker to it severs the bond between them. So basically, Castor got the command seals and ordered her to kill Shiro. You know, it's weird. Okay, this is another thing that kind of pissed me off. So I was chatting with an old friend of mine. I think we're still friends. We seem pretty cool. But he was like, I feel like they should do like a rematch between Soul Bad Guy and Ragna. I asked him why. His only response was like new gear and new research. In my opinion, the new gear argument is fucking stupid. Because by that logic, every single character that has ever been on Death Battle should come back. Since they got new gear, like it's just dumb. Like at least give me some new reason. The better research I do agree with, since Death Battle's research kinda sucks back then, and it still sucks now, but it's far better than it usually was. But yeah, so like, okay, here's my bet. My bet for the finale this year is probably either going to be Cole versus Simon, Galactus versus Unicron, or probably Ghost Rider versus Spawn if they're going to be including like Angel Spawn or whatever. Because that would be fucking cool. Like, yeah, for next year, if that rumor is true, that Death Battle is going to bring in a bunch of new franchises, I just hope for the love of God fucking Fate's not one of them. Maybe like we don't have more Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Aquaman on Death Battle. Okay, I have a question for you though. Would Jon Stewart be okay on Death Battle then? Since he is a Green Lantern, but he's a different character. But it's weird. Why the fuck have we had a Wonder Woman and Batman? Like, if I'm correct, Batman's been on Death Battle now like 4 times, and he's taken an L in like all of them. Let's see, Spider-Man, Batman, Black Panther, Iron Man. Like 4 fucking episodes, my guy. 4 episodes in which he should not have won against Captain America. Since Death Battle openly admitted that they rushed that episode. It's a fact that they did rush the episode. And plus, realistically, Batman beats Batman. Depending on the setting, I guess. In a neutral setting, Cap wins. In like Batman's territorial area, Batman would win. You can take advantage of his surroundings better. But yeah, like we don't need fucking Batman back on Death Battle. We do not need fucking Goku vs Superman 3. Just fucking God no. We do not need another fucking rematch between Goku and Superman. Like we just fucking do not need that. Like the only thing you could say is, oh, they have new forms. What? Please, for the love of God, don't use that argument that they have new forms for Goku, so therefore he should be on Death Battle. Yes, Miles vs. Deku does kind of suck. Miles flat out sucks the character in general. I was kind of happy to see Miles get his shit wrecked by Static. That was kind of cool. No, I actually do wonder when Death Battle will do Deku versus Gon, since Deku would fucking one-shot Gon if I'm being honest. The weird thing is I actually really don't mind Akame versus Killua. It's just I don't know why, it's just a distasteful matchup to me as well. And yeah, I'm probably gonna sign off when this hits the 1 hour mark. So I'm just letting you guys know in advance. I'm gonna be signing off at the 1 hour mark. But yeah, honestly, I am curious about where the future of Death Battle lies. Since I don't think they're gonna be making it a lot longer, knowing that the reviews have been going down. One second, I'm gonna Google that word real quick. Jacksepticeye versus Deku. It's better than fucking Gon versus Deku, I would say that.
Vitiate.
Okay, unless the word is. Okay, this is gonna be a hard one. Okay, what are my thoughts on. Is it Yawatch versus the dude from Star Wars?
Vitiate.
Unless his name is Vitiate, I don't fucking know what his name is. I'm gonna say I'm neutral on that. I don't know. Okay, let's call him Yao, I guess. Can I just call Yawatch just Yao for short? I mean, I think it's what Death Battle called him was Yao. Yeah, I'm mute on that matchup. I don't really know much about either. Yeah, Akame versus Ryuko is better than Akame versus Killua. And also, I think Akame dies in that fight. Yeah. This stream's honestly been probably my favorite I've been doing. I did actually watch Sonic for Hire. It was fucking fantastic. Skeletor versus Lord Dread is actually a matchup I wouldn't mind. And Meruem doesn't really have any opponents besides, I guess, Cars. What's Cars Dyson? Because apparently Cars gets stat stomped. And if I'm not correct, yes, Galactus vs. Unicorn should have been the fucking finale. And it's kind of weird though. If I'm correct, Popeye versus Saitama is pretty recent. It's like what, like a year old or something like that. It's a pretty new matchup, I think. Sure, let's share this connection for Sonic for Hire.
Welcome to Harlem It Up together with WW. We're gonna cook delicious and healthy at the same time.
One thing I love about the new Personal Point, two plans are alike. There is something catered for you. Sign up today with a limited time offer.
I kind of. What are you watching? Oh, if you mean on my phone, I'm just texting someone. I was just fact checking a few things. Okay, I got told from my friend that Animation Rewind did Popeye versus Saitama a few years back. I don't know why I fucking blanked on that. And that's actually massive for Bluto. 3 people. Oh yeah. Okay, so I want to know this. What are your thoughts on Death Battle using characters that only have, let's say, a novel? They have no media adaptation. In my opinion, I think that's a pretty bad idea. Since, like, what are they going to do for their feats? Like, if it says that the character survived a fucking meteor crash into the planet, how are they going to scale the meteor? Like, you can't. It's hard to scale shit you can't see. Nice. You know what I else kind of find weird about the Death Battle community is that most of the matchups Death Battle is now doing are matchups that other creators have done. Like Animation Rewind has done a lot of matchups Death Battle has done, and he did it before them. He did Venom versus Bane, he did Dio versus Alucard, Popeye versus Saitama, and so on. He's done a lot more fights than they have. Oh, he even beat them to do Ruby versus Maka, what Death Battle is confirmed to be doing. Okay, I'm confident we're gonna be getting Azula versus Cinder or Ruby Rose versus Maka in one of these seasons. Okay, so my friend has asked me why I don't like Atrocitus versus Cosmic Ghost Rider. To be honest, I don't really have a reason. I just don't really like it. I know Atrocitus has, I think, Ashura, and then Kratos has Dante. So that takes care of that matchup. Sonic versus Henry Stickmin. Sonic does win. Well, it depends what Sonic, like game Sonic, movie Sonic, anime Sonic. So you wanna know what? To switch up the mood here a little bit about me being a bitch. Don't you mean their birthday was on October 31st? Since October 31st already passed. Kratos versus Ashura, I wouldn't mind happening if it did happen. I mean, it's probably going to, even though Kratos obliterates, apparently. Yep. And again, I remember I brought up Dante versus Kratos in a French server for like, oh, it has a bunch of connections. And like, no, it doesn't. I've never heard of this matchup. Oh yeah, I think I know who you are. I think you no, wrong person actually. Yeah, I thought you were somebody else. Fact. Do you mean Amy from Sonic? Because yes, that's just weird. Yeah, Japan's very, very fucking weird when it comes to the girls. I don't know if I should mention like the worst fucking beef I got into in Death Battle. You know what? Comment yes or no if I should get into that. Because I generally want to know if you want to hear about the worst beef I've ever had. Okay, I got a yes, so fuck it. I'm not gonna tell you who it was between, since I don't want people to go harass them. So a while back, I got permission from somebody to do a death battle tier list. So if anybody knows who Kimimura was, this idea kind of came from him. So a while back, he had an idea of doing a death battle tier list, ranking all the versus debaters. Guru versus Megamind is a pretty good matchup, and Megamind wins sadly. But so back on topic. So instead of doing what Kimi was doing and ranking them based on their versus debating skills, I was going to add my own spin on it, and based off of the interaction I've had with that person, what I thought was a really unique idea. This ranking people's interactions I've had it with. So I post on my Twitter, and this is the demo version, by the way. Since throughout the week I kept updating the tier list, I kept on adding new people, I kept on rearranging it. Like 3.5 days later, I get a text from somebody literally saying, I'm so fucking offended by this tier list. I'm like, what's your issue? You gave me permission to do the tier list. I don't get the issue here. Which I kind of find dumb. I'm like, you gave me permission to do the tier list. Now, they cannot poll since 2 people got mad at me over it. One, I had his friend in F tier simply because I just didn't like our interaction. And for some reason, he thinks I hate him, even though I don't. I just said our interactions weren't good. And it's kind of funny how he says, oh, I'm in the right. When he literally was calling me a retard, making fun of me, saying nobody likes me, I'm like, yeah, you're totally in the right, getting pissed off over a tier list. And to be honest, does anybody take tier list seriously? Actually, I am genuinely fucking curious. Yeah, that actually was fun how Red Hood versus Winter Soldier was live action. That was the best call. But anyway, it's just dumb. And what these two were saying about me and getting me kicked from service from was really fucking bad. Like, I don't know if I should say what they were making up about me, but I'll try to break it down as simply as possible. So, I only found this out because my friend told me about this. He was in his server a while back and he told me this. They apparently were saying I'm a pedophile defender because I had Kimmy interactions in like a C tier. Like, I understand what they were saying if they didn't know context to it, but I know both of them knew the context of that tier list since I posted the link to it in the same Twitter post. So they kind of knew it was about my interaction with them. Plus, the fact is that they literally... Yeah, I guess that's a cool fight, I guess. But yeah, if you want to know why I haven't really been uploading that much for the last few days, that's the fucking reason. I've been a little upset over that. And the thing is, though, he got me kicked in 5 to 6 different servers, all because he was making up lies about me. And it's like, dude, what the fuck is your problem? And the funny thing is, he was like, oh, wasn't that hard to get you kicked? I'm like, you're just extremely fucking petty. Like, I would at least expect these two morons to at least have evidence. Since saying somebody's a pedophile defender is pretty fucking big. But since the tier list itself is not based on who these people are, it's based on my interaction with them. So the whole Kimmy thing, him getting arrested, him being a pedophile, him being a crazy fucking psycho asshole, was irrelevant. Since the list itself was just focused on the interaction I had with him, which was fine. Like most people know, me and Kimmy got along pretty well. Like, yes, like, one sec, how do I phrase this? Like, if another friend of mine in the community, let's say, got into some legal shit as well, I would overlook that. Because that's irrelevant to the interaction. Now, yes, I'll say Kimmy's a huge fucking asshole. I'll say that right off the gate. But, like, I'm not going to dox him off my interaction because of what he did. And I already did dox him a lot in the updated tier list I post. And before these two are going to say that I'm lying, I have little information on that. I have people who can back me up on this. Oh boy, no. I should have a Rooster Teeth account. What should I do? Yeah, I'm not going to be listing their names just due to the fact that I think I just don't want anybody to go out there and start attacking these people. And if you're watching this, please, for the love of fucking God, do not spam this link in their comments. You know who you are. But the reason is it's funny since they always say I like drama, but at the same time, they're huge assholes to people. I have not played Team Fortress 2. Like, Scout would be my main problem if I'm getting that franchise correct. So, it's even weirder since someone got pissed. What? I actually do not know why was the finale. Like, I get it has a lot of potential and all, but like, I just don't really care for it. I don't like joke matchups. So back to the main story right now. 1 second to count my words. He also brought up the fact that I had beef with somebody, which was kind of stupid since it was the same guy who got pissed at me over my comment about Shinichi vs. Venom. And me and that guy were able to talk our differences out like adults. I apologize until the video wasn't aimed at him in any way. And he was like, yeah, I understand. I have nothing against that. So me and him were able to talk out our differences, so we had no beef. We have no beef now anyway, which I'm fucking grateful for. But like, this whole thing could have been avoided if the person who got pissed with the tier list would have been like, hey, can you please give me context of the list since I don't want to falsely accuse you of something? I was like, yeah, sure, it has nothing to do with you. It just happened to do with me and how my experience went. Him being an F tier has nothing to do with who they are as a person. But it simply has to do with how I felt our interaction went. Since after the interview I had with them, which was fucking awesome, it was like one of my favorite moments in the Virtus community was being interviewed. Like, it just went downhill. Like, we got into arguments. Like, I just felt like something went wrong. Like, it's nothing against them. I wish them the best of luck on whatever they're doing. Since, like, I'm not going to go out there, I'm not going to fucking trash these people, since why do that? It's pointless to trash someone. At least you have female friends. I don't have any friends. Well, I do. I have like 2, 3 friends maybe. I don't really. Well, the issue is I'm kind of extremely shy to people. So like I'm antisocial is the word I'm looking for. So I like won't talk to people. I'm really shy. I'm really nervous. Hell, I'm so fucking nervous. I literally can't even talk to a girl. Kind of sad, but it's whatever. No, like I'm gonna go back to what he said. Once I'm gonna kind of pull up what he actually said about me. So I have the screenshot of what he said to me. Blah blah blah. Nope, I don't have it actually. Fuck. Do 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 do. Well, I'm trying to find something that he sent me. Nope. Okay, that's a manga. Okay, found it. This is what he said to me. Because of a tier list. It's funny because no one likes you like no one. It isn't going to hurt my reputation or any of my friends when you look at the full picture because it's legit super clear who's in the right. Okay, I'll debunk that right now. How is calling me a retard, making fun of me, harassing me, and makes you in the right? Like, because it makes you look like a huge fucking prick. Plus, the full picture it's based on interactions. So it's not an attack on you in the least. That's just how it goes. It's not an attack on anyone at all. It's just how I feel like our interactions were. You being an F, if you're watching this, had nothing to do with you. It had to do with me and how I felt our interactions were. If this was based on who you were as a person, you would be much higher, and Kim would be much lower. But since it's just based on my interaction with people, and also before you say I'm lying, I'm not lying, actually. That was a draft I made. Because I've made like 4 or 5 copies of that list since I was constantly adding new people. I was constantly working out script for the live stream I was doing. But hey, if you don't believe me, that's fine. Okay, and he just goes on to be a little bitch, I guess. He basically just says like, "Whoa, you were harassing somebody." I'm like, "No, I was not." What he's referring to is me trash talking a matchup on my channel. What one is my legal right to. I could trash talk whatever matchup I like on my channel. That's just how it goes. Thank you, Luke. And he brought this about the guy that liked that matchup was going through something. And I'm like, you gave me like nothing. And I go, well, he's going through something in his real life. I'm like, yeah, I have a disability. I could lose a vision in my left eye. Sorry, my right eye actually. I've already debunked Ladybug being planet level. The meteor feet they keep pulling from isn't even real. Was an illusion. And plus, that's not consistent with her character. Like she's not going out there constantly doing that. It's what people are really hypocritical on that. Actually, people say, "Well, that's not consistent." But like, they don't look away from another character being consistent. Like Carnage versus Lucius is a prime example of this fight. Carnage has consistent planetary durability. Death Battle says that's inconsistent, but Lucy's one island feat is fine. Even though Lucy does have a planetary feat as well, she stopped the Earth's rotation, which is a planet level feat. What is also inconsistent is that it doesn't happen all the time. I don't have an opinion on SMG4 versus SML, if I'm being honest. But yeah, it's kind of funny how these two morons say, "Oh, we're in the right here," for falsely slandering me, getting me kicked in servers, making people think I'm a pedophile defender, because I literally just did a tier list based on my interaction with someone. One check, I'll pull up that list actually. I think my friend sent it to me actually. One second, I need to find it. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Okay, and found it. Found the tier list. This right here is what he's pissed over. One second, I'll see if I can adjust the lighting. And I'm back. Nope, still doesn't fix it. Made it fucking worse. One sec, I'm gonna try something else. I'm actually on the top. I was just fucking around with that list. So I just thought it'd be funny to play with my ego a little bit and just have me at number 1. Yeah, it's just me. So here's how it goes. It goes me, because I just have an ego. I have myself in God tier. In S tier, I have 2 friends from Discord. I have Nemesis. In A tier, I have 3 more friends in Discord. Guts the Gladiator is the only one that has a YouTube channel in A tier. In B tier, it's Andrew, Purple Demon, Fiction Fighter Rumble, Rumble. I think it's Rogue, the trailer maker. Oh, what's his name? Oh, hey, JC. Fuck, what's it? Avalon. That's his name. That's what I'm missing. Avalon's on here. So basically, he got pissed at me just because I had Kimmy in about the middle row based on my interactions. I don't know if that's enough to slander somebody over, but whatever. And if they're gonna pull I'm lying about the other tier list, I could debunk that easy. 1 second. Bendy Batman. Merry Christmas, Luke. I mean, if I figure out how to do a screen share, I could easily do a tier list video. I actually don't mind the live action Death Battle. They're pretty good. I'll say that. Like, they're pretty good Death Battles overall. Wow, 7 people joined. Holy shit, that's a lot of people. I found it actually. Nope, wrong list. It was great. Do you mean the anime trailer for Jujutsu Kaisen? Or like the Death Battle trailers? I have not seen the anime or the trailer. Actually, since I cannot find that link, actually, I'll just go to this right here. Motherfucker, I can't. The link to the tier list I made. I'm gonna go to it right now. Okay, good, since I actually. So, whenever hear Christian. Yeah. So I did change up the list a little bit. I added a couple of new people to the list. Jesus fucking Christ. One sec, I got this. Well, at least I fucking hope I got this. There. That should work. If this works, there it goes. That's the link to the tier list. That is the official updated tier list. And if they're gonna say I made that earlier, that's. If they're gonna say that's a fake tier list I made because of what they were saying, that's false. I have actual evidence to debunk them. I have a friend I sent this link to beforehand, the updated link. Now, since I'm gonna call you by your username on Discord, just so you know who the fuck I'm talking to. Ho ho ho! Did I not send you a link to the updated tier list before I was kicked? But yeah, honestly, this whole fucking drama between me and those two other people was probably honestly the dumbest shit I've ever had to go through. And another thing that is funny about that is that they can't just say that I lied about the name of the tier list. Because again, I sent this list to like 5 different people. And they all could verify that the name of the list is people I've interacted with in the Versus community. So I could go through the updated list. Actually, no, never mind. Actually, I just don't want to get into that right now. Since this whole thing, when it first came out, got me like super fucking depressed. I was really upset. But like after a few days, I make special. That's actually very cool, Akira. But yeah, after this whole fucking beef happened, it was like super I was like really unhappy. My stress was really high. Because I literally thought people were going to start calling me a pedophile defender over this tier list. And it's kind of sad that like people would believe him, because the person who flat out was lying about me, all it's called slander as of right now. One second, I'm texting my mom or something. Christ, my nose fucking hurts. Yeah. So basically, that's what he's mad over, that I made a tier list based on my interactions. So yeah, basically, the only reason why people believe this motherfucker is because he's a high tier versus debater. And also the fact that I busted his ass for lying. So when he got me banned in Nemesis' server, if anybody's in that server, if I was only kicked, you could back my claim up on this. So apparently he was saying that I made everybody uncomfortable in Nemesis' server, which is objectively false. Since I said 3 things in that server that day, and it was on November 30th. I said, how's everybody's day doing in general? Then I went to the Fate chat. I asked somebody their favorite Fate adaptation, and then I said that Fate Avalon needs an anime adaptation. That's just it. That's all I said. So unless me saying that I think my favorite Fate route should get an anime adaptation and make somebody uncomfortable, then I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, my guy. But yeah, it's just kind of pathetic. And it's usually funny since this motherfucker usually calls me petty. But I'm pretty sure openly slandering somebody and literally saying, haha, wasn't that hard to get you kicked, is pretty petty of that person. Okay, another funny fucking thing I know of. No, so like, okay, many people can debunk the pedophile claim he's making, since many of you do not know this, but it was me and 2 other people who exposed Kimmy for being a pedophile. So if his stance is true, actually, that I am a pedophile defender, wouldn't I want to hide this information from people? But no, I openly spread the word that he was a pedophile. I openly spread this word out, spread the information out that Kimi Mora was a pedophile. And this is a fact. I could link you to 2 people who literally helped me expose Kimi for being a piece of shit. Okay. Well, yeah, this is all I really had to say. I just have the. It's funny how this now turned into me ranting about 2 fucking people who can go fuck themselves. Honestly, spreading lies about people is just really fucked up. Plus, like, what are they gonna say? I've debunked all their points. So I guess I'm gonna sign off. I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow.